Prices are going up, but today we're giving you 20 simple, easy ways to make sure that you are always getting the best price.
If you don't know us, I'm Larry.
I'm Hope.
And we're from Under the Median, where practical frugality meets real life.
Let's get right into the topic. Tip number 1, set a price alert. Camel, camel, camel. Yes, I said it on purpose 3 times. Camel, camel, camel is a price tracker for Amazon. We've used Camel, 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 especially around the holidays, and it's done a really good job of tracking prices on Amazon, even though prices are changing rapidly on Amazon around the holidays. You can set a target price on Camel, Camel, Camel. They'll contact you when it reaches that price. Or if you just want to know when the price goes down on specific items, it will contact you in that case too.
Set a target price. This is the most that you're going to be willing to pay for an item that you're looking for. You might write that down in a notebook or put it in your phone, but have a target price in mind so that when you find that, you know you're getting the right price for the item.
Now, the place that we use this most often is our groceries. A grocery price book. 15, 20, 30 items we buy most often. You want to know what that regularly retails at stores around you. And that way, when you find a sale price, you don't have to wonder, is this a really good deal or is this not a really good deal? You'll know exactly whether it's a good deal or not. And if it hits your buy price, then you're going to stock up on it. But this also works well for higher priced items that you have been researching. Once you research items, make, model, price range, you're going to figure out, what am I willing to pay for that item? Now, you're not going to drop it way down because then you're looking at buying used. But I think that it is applicable to say, I would like to pay 20% less than that for this item. Then you start looking for sales patterns. When does this item go on sale? What kind of thing? We've been talking Father's Day. What sort of things did we think, all right, this goes on sale around Father's Day?
Well, items like lawnmowers, grilling items, anything that can be used outdoors, that would be a really good Father's Day gift. And they reduce the prices on those around Father's Day.
But here's the next tip. When you find those sales cycles, one of the things you want to consider is making sure that you are timing your purchase and you know when to buy it at the right time. For instance, with the grill example, it's going to go on sale around Father's Day, but when it really hits rock bottom prices? The end of the season, when they're clearing out all those grills because people are starting to buy snow shovels. That's when you're going to find it more deeply discounted. So just be aware of kind of timing your purchases.
Stack discounts strategically.
This is one of my favorite things to do. I love this. So you're going to find an item. You're going to find it on sale. Then you are going to stack as many discounts as you possibly can on top of that sale price. So you might find an offer through the store loyalty card that they're going to give you a certain amount off on your next purchase when you buy something. You might find manufacturer coupons. You might find cash back offers. You might find rebates. Check out all of that. And the whole idea is the stacking game. So you're going to stack as many of those discounts as you can before you hit the checkout.
Put it in your cart and wait. Now, we're not talking about at the store. We're talking about online carts.
Put it in your physical cart. Go back 2 weeks later. See if it's still there. No, that's not what we're saying.
Yeah, that's not quite. On Amazon, if you put an item in your cart and they notice that you haven't purchased it yet, they'll either remind you or they might remind you with a slight discount price on it. So that's always a good thing to do.
Use price comparison apps. Our kids taught us this one. Google Lens. Google will search and tell you what that exact same item is sold for. And a lot of times you can find it at a much less expensive price.
I like the name of that item, Google Lens. It's like they're watching out for you.
And if you're working hard to cut your expenses across the board and spend less and save more every month, we have a great resource for you. It's a free guide on radically reducing your expenses. I walk you through 10 different budget categories and give you step-by-step instructions on how to save in that area. And each of the areas also has a handy-dandy checklist that you can print off and you can check off when you've completed that step. It's free. I'm going to make sure there's a link to it, guys, in the description of the video.
check unit pricing and make sure they're the same. When we go to the store, like at Kroger, we're looking at the same type of item but different brands. One brand might have their item listed in ounces and the other brand might have their price listed in pounds. So make sure you take a little calculator with you and do a little bit of calculations to make sure that you're getting the exact unit so that you can compare directly one item to another.
European friends, you have it easier than we do. I'm just going to say it. It's base 10. You just need to move the decimal point. Not so in the United States, but guys, that has to be a whole lot easier math to compare unit prices there.
Buy refurbished or open box. I've never been afraid of purchasing items like this. A lot of times someone will buy something, let's say a piece of electronics at an electronics store. They'll take it home and find out it doesn't really meet their needs. There's nothing wrong with that item, but it's out of the box, so they can't sell it for the original price. They may knock as much as 20 or 30% off of that original price, and they'll still give you the warranty on that item. And I have purchased a lot of items that way and always been very satisfied with the quality.
Shop alternative retailers. Now, when we say that, we're thinking of places like Ollie's, which is like the bargain bin where you never know exactly what you're going to find because they buy big odds and ends shipments and then they put it in their store. We've been to Ollie's once. We did a whole video on our impressions of Ollie's and how we felt you could save money at Ollie's. I'll make sure I link that video. I'll put it up above, guys. I'll also put it in the description of this video. But our son Daniel, who had never been to Ollie's, he and his girlfriend Sky just went to Ollie's last night. So I walked in the living room and I asked him, what do you think?
I was pretty impressed. There was some stuff that I definitely wouldn't get, like car mats and rugs and stuff like that. Just kind of glanced at them. But where it really impressed me, one, were the snacks. Really good price on their candy. Like big old tubs of candy for like $3.
Okay.
Definitely going there for snacks next time.
All right.
And also their books. They had some really nice books there. I picked up one for my brother.
So would you rate Ollie's as an I would visit again?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would check in there at least periodically to see what they've got new.
This next one's scary, but you should do it. Ask for a price match. I've done this too at retailers. You go in, you look at the item, and you go ahead and look it up on Amazon or on the internet, and you might find a lot cheaper price for that item. Ask them if they'll match that price. A lot of the times they will. And if they don't match the price, let's say they have an in-store app for their own store and they won't match that, well, take a little time and just order it through their app. They'll send it to that retail store and you can pick it up the next day or within that week.
Here's something else you want to always be taking into consideration. All that time that you are spending browsing and researching and shopping online, you could be exposing some of your own personal information. And that's where our sponsor for this video comes in, Aura. I recently had a conversation with our very tech-savvy 17-year-old son. I asked him to look up personal information for someone that we know. Hey, Phil.
Yeah,
How long does it take to find personal information about people online?
depends on how fast you can type. There you go. Name, birth date, phone number, address, everything.
Seriously.
It's that easy.
How scary is that? Most of us do not realize how much access Google has to our personal information. These sites are run by data brokers. So they access your information, they package it, and then they sell it to anyone who wants to buy it. Be that legit businesses, marketers, scammers, identity thieves, and they do it all without your permission, and it is completely legal in the United States. But here's what a lot of people don't know. They are legally required to remove your information if you ask. However, they make it really hard to do that. They have a lot of legal jargon, they have hoops they want you to jump through, and basically they are just hoping that you will give up and go away. And that's exactly why we recommend that you use Aura. I got an email just a few weeks ago from one of those data broker websites that said they had removed my information, and they'd done it because Aura had asked them to remove it on my behalf. But Aura does a whole lot more than just remove your name from Google web searches. About 2 days after we signed up with Aura, I got an email from them that said they'd found my personal information on the dark web multiple times. They immediately followed up with a second email that says, here's exactly what you need to do. Here are the steps that you need to take right now to make sure that your information is safe. But let's say the worst does happen. Aura offers up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. They have a 24/7 US-based fraud team that will gladly answer any questions that you have, and they will step in and clean up the mess. Aura helps protect your identity, protect your money, give you peace of mind. Under the Medium viewers have a free 14-day trial of Aura. Use our special link. It's aura.com/median. You can also scan that QR code on the screen there. 14 days. That's a lot of time for Aura to be able to help you to remove your information from those data broker websites. We'll make sure also that there's a link for Aura all the way at the top of the description of the video.
Now back to online shopping. When you're doing it, use browser extensions. One of our favorite is Racketin.
I feel like Racketin, I should do a Racketin, like a Racketin song or something. I use Racketin all the time. If you're unfamiliar with them, a Racketin is a browser extension. You install it on your computer, and then when you are shopping online, when you get ready to check out, you push the little Racketin button, and it looks for discount coupons that are applicable to what you are purchasing. Now, this is like a legit, guilty conscience-free double dipping. Racketin not only finds you discount coupons, but on top of that, they stack cash back. Racketin, guys. I'll leave a link for you, okay?
Join loyalty programs. Companies like Kroger, Walgreens, and CVS allow you to join a program that can save you some money with digital coupons that they offer on their items. While you're in the store, you can check this and get discounts that you may not have known earlier that they were available to you.
And sometimes you get to the store and you think, I did not see that digital coupon when I was at home. What am I going to do? You're going to do our next tip, which is you are going to download and you're going to open that store app. I do it in Kroger all the time. Your store app. A lot of times in the store app, if you forget to add a digital coupon at home, you can open the app and add it to your shopper card right in the store using the store app. You can also check the price of various items. If it seems a little dubious to you exactly what you're going to be charged for that item on your way out the door, just scan the UPC code and it's going to show you exactly what it's going to charge you.
When you're shopping, use Incognito Mode. This way that the store or the place that you're shopping at does not know it's you that's doing the shopping. If they think it's you and you've gone there several times, they might charge you more money because they think, oh, we've got a regular customer here, he's hooked. But with Incognito Mode, they have no idea who is doing the shopping.
Our kids taught us how to do this. Here's what this is an example of. It's an example of dynamic pricing. It's a new pricing structure which allows computers to use AI technology to figure out who you are, what you regularly buy, and they adjust the price electronically based on that information. When you use Incognito Mode, they can't do it. So just check. It might be more in Incognito Mode. It might be less. But clearly, you're going to buy whichever one is the least expensive.
Another way you can save online is to use a subscribe and save method. Now with Amazon, they offer Prime, and Prime gives you a lot cheaper rates on your shipping. They may have reduced rates on some of the items online, and I went ahead and joined their 30-day Prime access in order to get a cheaper rate on a lamp that I was buying. But I didn't really want to use it because I don't shop that often at Amazon. So a couple days later, I went ahead ahead and deleted my subscription to that, but they still allowed me to keep it for 30 days so that I could use it for watching some movies on Amazon Prime and so on.
A couple of things about Amazon Prime. Larry mentioned less expensive shipping. That's because it's free shipping with Amazon Prime. It's also next day shipping with Amazon
faster
Prime.
shipping.
But what some people don't realize is that Amazon offers that 30-day trial. You can use it up to one time per calendar year. A lot of times we get the Amazon Prime and we do it either during Prime Days, or the other time that we've done it a lot is like Black Friday during the holiday shopping season, so that we can get things more quickly and get it expedited a little bit. But it is not per household. It is per email address, per account with Amazon. So Larry can do it free for 30 days. I can do it free for 30 days. But one of the things Larry also alluded to was this whole subscribe and save thing. So with subscribe and save, and it's not just Amazon, a lot of online retailers offer this. If you're going to be purchasing something regularly, they'll say, hey, subscribe, and then we'll knock 10 or 15% off of that item for every time that we ship it. It might be send this to me automatically every 30 days, every 60 days, or sometimes up to even every 90 days. It automates those shipping procedures though, so you have to remember your card is going to be charged every 30, 60, or 90 days. Or you can get subscribe and save and then just cancel it 48 hours later, and then you never ever get the second shipment shipped to you.
Buy in bulk, but buy wisely. Now, we've been able to save an awful lot of money by buying bulk grains like oatmeal, cream of wheat. I mean, it's a ton of savings. If you add up what you would have paid at the store for 50 pounds of oatmeal compared to the price that we pay at our Amish store, which is maybe $28 for 50 pounds, it is a substantial savings and worth the drive that we go to in order to get there. Another way to save is to follow deal forums and Facebook groups.
I do this a little bit. Does anybody have a Facebook group that they follow regularly that is like a deals group? There's online Facebook groups for just deals in general, online deals. There are Facebook groups for Walmart. There's Facebook groups for Dollar General. There's Dollar Penny groups. Anybody do the Dollar General penny deals? We have never, ever done it. I've always been incredibly intrigued by it, but we've never, ever done it. I'd love to know if you have successfully pennied at Dollar General. Those are great groups. It's a great way to find out what other people are paying for items and then go to your local store to see if those items are also available at that discount for you. There are online deals places. I follow a couple of them. Crystal Payne, Money Saving Mom. I have probably followed her for almost as long as she has been on the internet, and that's been a number of years. I think she started in about 2008 or 2010. I get her newsletter. It is well worth signing up to her newsletter list if you have not done so. She will send you like a synopsis once a week of all the deals, but you can also follow her on Facebook, and she's got a deals group on Facebook. Brad's Deals, that's the other place I want you to be aware of. bradsdeals.com. Brad's Deals is a legit place where you find special deals that are available to Brad's Deals people who follow him. We got a pair of shoes for Larry a couple, 3-4 years ago where we sourced the lowest price we could possibly find it online. Then I went to Brad's Deals and I saved an additional 30%. Check it out.
So this way, Hope allows other people to do the looking for her, and she takes advantage of the time that they spend doing this. Along with this, if you're at the store and you're buying an item new, let's say you're buying a large item, make sure you ask to see if there's a discount on that item. Maybe there's a coupon that they already have for it, or maybe there's a sale coming up the following week on that item. But go ahead and ask. It never hurts.
We have had so many salespeople who have just done us a solid. And we're looking at something like, it's going on sale in 2 days. and they have given us insider intel on when items, but just ask. Is this going to go on sale in the next, couple of weeks or so? Are there any discount coupons available either, in store or online? And a lot of salespeople will go ahead and give you that intel so that you'll get the great deal. And you'll keep coming back and you'll give them a great recommend.
Buy gently used items. When you're on a Facebook group, let's say like Marketplace, a lot of times they might say this item was purchased but never really used. That's a good item to get. It's practically like new and you'll get it for a lot cheaper.
But let's just face it, sometimes when you need to save more money, it's not like how you're shopping or even necessarily what you're spending. It's that you need to swap some of your habits. You've gotten into the habit of doing things a certain way with certain items in your household. Sometimes if you make some really gentle, easy swaps, that swap alone can save you hundreds or maybe even thousands of dollars a year. We just did a video on it and we showed some of the swaps that we use all the time to make sure that we're getting what we generally buy, but we're doing it much less expensively. That swap video, watch it, it's right over there.